Howdy friends, welcome back to The Outpost. A young Kansas blacksmith apprentice went by the name of Hoyt Buck was looking for a better way to temper steel so it would hold an edge longer. His unique approach produced the first buck knife in 1902. In 1961, buck knives was officially incorporated. By 1964, revolutionized the industry by introducing the Model 110 Folding Hunter. Today, Buck Knives headquarters are located in Post Falls, Idaho. Family-owned business, bolsters over 300 employees. So we're going to take a few moments today. I'm going to explain time dating, authenticity, and how to spot a fake when it comes to a buck knife. First of all, authenticity is everything in the knife world. There are so many knockoff brands out there. Buck Knives made it a standard when it comes to the basic folding knife, which everybody considers as a buck knife these days, but really it's not as authentic of a buck knife as you think it is. Prices, detail to work, all that other stuff. Let's dive in a little deeper. A good share of the popular models of buck knives will come with genuine leather cases. And on that genuine leather case will be somewhere engraved the word buck or the words buck knives, and that is plural, not buck knife, buck knives. Also on that genuine leather case somewhere will be stamped the model of that knife. The snaps on the sheaths should also have the emblem buck written all over them. Now what if you found this knife, or maybe it was given to you or handed down through a family heirloom, or a friend gave it to you or something like that, and it didn't come with any kind of case? Then how are you going to authenticize this knife? For example, this is a Model 110 Hunter folding knife. Now, if you look closely, there are some details on here that a fake won't have. Check out closer. This particular Model 110 folding knife is actually made from the custom shop. As you can see, there are 4 rivets on here. 2 here, 1 here, and 1 by my finger. The placement of these rivets are very imperative to authenticity, not to mention the 4th one that's by my index finger here is silver instead of being bronze. And like this Model 119 Special is made strictly out of 420HC steel. Now how are you supposed to know that? There's no real markings on that, but if you needed to take this in and have it authenticated by a knife smith, he's going to tell you whether or not that's fake or not. Buck knife is synonymous to a household name for well over 100 years, trusted through the entire world for quality, warranty, and attention to details. A lot of knockoff brands, they'll kind of cheap off on things such as the stamping on either sheaths or carrying cases, such as maybe engraving and all that other stuff, and yet they'll still try to charge you the same amount of money as an authentic buck knife. Now what you see in front of you is the Buck Model 119 Special. Now unless it was made in the Buck custom shop, these are the things that you need to look for authenticity. It is a fixed blade knife made out of 420HC steel measuring at 6 inches. It comes with an aluminum pommel. And your handle types, usually you're going to have 3 choices between black phenolic, Cocobolo, or micarta. Now in the grand scheme of things, that's pretty specific when it comes to trying to find the authenticity of certain knives. You just have to do your research. And if you have any problems or questions, you can always contact buckknives.com and talk to a representative or take it to a local bladesmith. Okay, so how do I tell how old my buck knife is? Check it out. A genuine buck knife is going to have engraving at the bottom of the blade. If I could bring this in closer to you, I could actually show you if you look closely. It says the word buck, it says 119, it's got a slash, and it says USA on it. Now if you grab your phone to get online or whatever, go to buckknives.com, scroll through there to their about section, all that other good stuff. You'll find a section in there that shows a chart that time dates the age and manufacturer date of each and every one of these authentic knives. If you use your mobile device and you type in buckknives.com, this is the screen you're going to see. And up in this corner, you're going to see 3 little lines. You're going to want to tap on that. And up is going to have these prompts. Go down to About. Go to Behind the Blade. And go down to where it says, How old is my knife? You type that in, scroll, you're going to see a chart show up. And on this chart are time dates with symbols next to them. All right? This is where you're going to find the date on that genuine, authentic buck knife, because it will have a symbol on there. It denotes in certain years though, so up to a certain year, it was time dated a different way, and they'll explain to you how you can locate that particular model and the manufacturer date. But for anything you're going to find, I believe, anywhere after the early 80s and stuff, this is where you're going to find it. Now let's go back to our two knives, check for a symbol, come back to the chart, and I'll tell you what year that knife is. All right, so here we go again with my Buck Model 119 Special I showed you earlier. At the bottom of the blade, I have some engraving that says Buck. Second line says 119 with a right hand hashtag, and underneath it the initials USA. Now that little right hand hashtag is the time date on there. I'm going to show you a close-up of this, then we'll go back to the chart and I'll tell you exactly what year this particular fixed blade 119 Special is. Right there is the hash on there. It's hard to pick this up on camera, but trust me, you'll be able to see it even if you need to use a magnifying glass. It says the word Buck, it says 119, it's got a little right hashtag and USA. Let's go back to that chart and let's find out what the year of this beautiful knife is. All right, let's see if we can magnify this some and look for that right hashtag. Look right there. Let's see if we can get it bigger. 1993. See that? That's exact symbol. So that tells me that authentizes this as a true buck knife and time dates it to 1993. Pretty cool stuff. Now the second buck knife that I was gifted to about a year ago is the basic Model 110 Hunter. There's a couple things that are very special and unique about this particular knife, and I'm going to show you what they are. Now this Model 110 is actually really unique. The engraving on here says Buck. Underneath it is a symbol of an anvil, and underneath it, instead of saying USA, it says custom. Look at that. 2002, an anvil. All right, so it was 2002. What makes that so special? All right, so what's that mean? 2002, that's a 100-year anniversary from when buck knives were made. Now, this is not technically a 100-year anniversary, because that would be worth a lot of money, very rare, and all that other good stuff. But it is technically a 100-year anniversary knife. Not to mention it's custom, and this is why. Laser etched and formed in the blade is a deer. See that? I've looked through all the catalogs online from 2002, everywhere else in the custom shops, and have not been able to find this particular knife. I've seen a lot of little different designs. They have the Arizona designs and a bunch of other stuff, but I have not found this particular blade, which makes it that much more worth to me than any money can buy. Hey, that's going to do it for this one. Thanks so much for hanging out and watching the video. The beautiful, legendary buck knife. Now, I by no means am any kind of expert on knives. There's lots of forums online and all that other good stuff that'll really put you in the right direction. Today's video was only for entertainment purposes, and to try to put you on the right path. If you're looking to buy one of these, or you happen to find one and you just want some more information on this, don't be going to waste your money on some kind of garbage that says buck knife on it, unless you know the authenticity. And maybe get lucky like I did and find a 100-year anniversary that will last me the rest of my life. Got any comments, questions? Leave them down below. Until next time, I'll see you on the Outpost.